So I wanted to go to the career consultant training program because I interface with a lot of students that are at varying levels of their time here at the university, and I want to be the best resource to them that I possibly can. I also am going to be teaching UCall in the fall, so I want to make sure that the students that are trying to figure out really what they want to do with the next 3, 4, 5 years of their lives here, that I can be a good resource to them and help direct them in a lane that they like and hopefully help them do some self-discovery that they couldn't have done prior to.
I always like to learn and refresh myself on what I've gone through in the past and kind of see what's new. And there was some new parts to this workshop that were very helpful. And it's gives me a chance to kind of recharge my memory and remind myself about some things that are important in my work as an advisor, and also how I might relate it on to students.
So what inspired me was that I'm a new employee. I just started in January, and I do work with students firsthand. So I wanted to be able to be that resource for them initially, and to have those initial conversations about their career and career development. So that's what inspired me to take it.
I loved how engaging it was. It was honestly really fun and inviting. The theory was the best part for me. I feel like I got a lot of good groundwork in understanding the frameworks and how to properly escort these students to the resources that they need and why they're thinking the way that they are, while also getting to really connect and make some relationships on campus that I hadn't yet gotten to.
Probably the group work at the table and the interactive work, and then when we can continue to interact by getting up from the table and going to our stations with different personality types or different Holland codes stationed throughout the room, and we went to the one that matched us closely and discussed it.
I enjoyed the interaction, so being able to meet others from different areas and learn what they do and how they work with students, and then also getting to learn more about my style and how the role play we did and interacting with the other, and learning how to interact with the students as far as having those conversations.
So the what can I do with a major in, that entire resource was amazing. And then also the competency compass. We've actually already started using it with our students in our office because we found it to be such an impactful resource. And it's something that we are looking forward to being more involved with moving forward.
Probably just the worksheet to figure out, based on the questionnaire, our particular code, and then how we might take a worksheet like that, or just the theory behind the worksheet and apply that to work with our students and asking them questions about their interests, skills, and goals.
I would say most helpful was the initial conversation. The tangible resources like the career guide booklet, I find that helpful. I was able to pick up a few of those to take back with me to the office to share with my students. But actually the role play and being able to have those conversations and intentionally guide those conversations, getting the tools to actually guide those conversations to a real solution, instead of telling students, okay, go, take this assessment to figure out your career path, but really being able to talk with them and get to know them to see what their interests are.
I think honestly, because it makes you a better resource to our students. I mean, the likelihood that any of them might come to you with a question regarding their career is very high, and having the proper resources to direct them to, or even just guide them through yourself, is going to be what's most impactful for the student.
Definitely for self-reflection for one, and then also, like I said, be able to relay that on to students and just to let them know that there are assessments out there that students can use to figure out what are their skills, interests, and abilities, and then go a step further by doing more investigation of how those characteristics apply to certain majors, and even the major that they have already decided upon, make sure it's a good match, and that will kind of confirm their choices.
Definitely all staff should participate because this is a large university and we come in contact with students everywhere and in different offices and aspects. And instead of always referring a student to the Career Center, where it may be a staff of 20, but if you were to train 100 liaisons, then you have that much more people that can assist the student in their career path.